everything that's credible has to be from the white person for you, especially you Negroes. There's probably more white people, unfortunately, that probably listen to people like us and other people out there or whatever, though, than us Negroes, than the Negroes. The Negroes. Like oh no, man, they ain't say that's no CNN. Really? That's who you trust? That's your credible source? CNN. That's your credible source. So you got to hear it from that. So for y'all out there, the New York Post is saying this. White woman, Dr. Deborah Birx, not some person that, I'm saying, though, that we go to. Dr. Deborah Birx, a white woman, so y'all can go ahead and listen to, is saying this is what we're doing. So that y'all can go ahead and understand that this is the truth. Since it has to come from a white person. So this has to be your savior. It's a white woman. And it's the New York Post, a white publication. Just so y'all know. So, yeah, man, they're saying it. This isn't conspiracy. They're saying it.
Bro. Remember, we said this a while back. There's some people who are subconsciously addicted to white supremacy.
Absolutely.
They're right? Like a white person and a black person could be saying the same thing, and they're going to listen to the white person. Right? It's unfortunate that it happens, but it happens, right? And that's some shit that we have to, and that's some shit that we have to, as far as, a lot of our ancestors talked a lot about culture, right? In today's world, in today's talks, we don't hear a lot about culture, and that's one of the ways to do it, to deprogram or to whitewash yourself from the white supremacy is you gotta get what is your culture. You gotta understand your culture. You gotta know your history.
Dude, if the rapture is real and Black Jesus comes back, most Black people are going to hell because they ain't gonna follow them off it. I'm just gonna wait, nigga. This can't. I'm just gonna wait, man. This can't be real. Nah, man. Not my Jesus.
You gotta laugh and keep from crying, bro, because that shit is real. It's funny, but it's like, no, because I just seen the other day, like, and it's somebody we all know, one of our people. He posted, right. Oh yeah, with this 5G talking, this Corona talking, blah blah blah. It's like, okay, fam, I hear you, but you gotta know something ain't fucking right.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's all we trying to get to. It ain't the fact that, and Amir alluded to it, like, yo, if you ain't highly educated, whatever the case may be, you even coming off a novice or what you read on the article on the internet, but it may not be the full information. But it's like, you come off loony. This nigga don't know what he's talking about. All right, fam, but something ain't right. And what they telling us blatantly is like, we don't give a fuck. Y'all dying is from the COVID-19. And on top of that, notice how we ain't say, when people were saying, yeah, Black people is cool, they immune from it. Black people ain't getting it. Because a lot of Black people wasn't getting it at first. Now all of a sudden, what's happening? It's like the narrative is going as, it's like, okay, but the optics of it look ugly. Can you tell me that? If you disagree with how this 5G is being told to you,
right?
Please tell me you understand the optics of all this shit doesn't look right. Mm-hmm. And it looks planned out. And it looked like it was orchestrated by some billionaires, trillionaires, governors, presidents, the people that's in charge of the voting structure. I'm bugging.
I mean, most people would rather be ill-advised, well-kept slaves than be and have good information and free. So
speaking of slavery, there's a Are we good on this? I got to get this off my chest.
No shit, no, talk your shit, man.
Oh man.
Wait, can I just say it one time?
Every time Chuck in is, oh man,
pissing off the professor. We ain't doing it wrong though, but Chuck, I just had to go there, man. Y'all done pissed off the professor. Go with it, Chuck.
Right. Okay. So regardless of your race, whatever race you are, I don't care that you have your beliefs, right? But do not put shit out that's not factual regarding those beliefs. I'm going to read the title of my art, and I had to respond to her, just brought on Twitter, because I was so pissed off that she even wrote some shit like this. It's a black shorty. I should give her a Twitter handle. Fuck, I'm going to give her a Twitter handle. It's Ara, ARAH, the Quill. Ara the Quill. So the title of the article is Dr. Sadie was either a complete fool or a complete fraud, but he was no healer. So she says Dr. Sadie was born on November 26, 1933 in El Naga, Honduras. Despite having never received any formal education whatsoever, Bowman rose to fame after declaring he had discovered the cure for all diseases, a claim he stood by until the day he died. This assertion, along with many others, earned Bowman a cult-like following over the years. And there's more. Like, I didn't read the article. I couldn't. Like, this bitch did all this shit. I don't know. So I tweeted her. I said, "What the fuck are you writing this article for?" Like, I don't know if she mentioned anything about the Supreme Court in the article, but I said, "Do you know he beat the Supreme Court? A black man in New York City in the 1980s beat the Supreme Court." No response. So man, I don't know, man.
No, Chuck. Most people though that followed Dr. Sebi, the great Dr. Sebi, most people that followed him, though, or you know what I'm saying, what she said was in his cult, they probably had a good information on him for years, right? You would assume, right?
Oh yeah, they
knew about his work for years. How many people go out and vote and only know about the people they're voting for like maybe two years, maybe a year during the election season, but they go out and vote? That sounds cult-like, doesn't it? Go to the polls. Slaves tell other people on the other plantation that they're slaves. Ain't that about a bitch?
It's crazy, bro. It's fucking crazy, man.
Wow, this man is terrible. By the way, didn't he win against, you know, say it was a court? Didn't he win against the Supreme Court?
Yeah, so
okay. Thought that.
They told him he had to bring I think 7 patients to court. And he had to have, and each patient had to have an independent doctor verify that they had the AIDS virus before and that they were cured of it after. Right. This man brought up. This man came to court with 77 patients. Right. All cured. 77 patients. So, as I'm scanning the article, it's a pretty lengthy article, and she got links to audios and shit. I said in my response, you probably work with the people that killed him, because nobody would go through this much. Nobody would go through this much to discredit somebody who clearly is a healer. Right. And as a black person, you writing it. So, bro, it's disheartening. It's fucking disheartening. Because she has no idea what she's fucking talking about. Right. Like, I don't even have to go through the article. I'm not going to. Right. But you know, I don't know, man. It's fucking stupid, man. It sucks. Like he said, man, sometimes you gotta laugh to really actually keep from crying. We're on, like, you know, even though, you know, we're on, like, us just doing this, we're on the front line. And so getting the information, doing all this stuff though, and then just to have people constantly combat you on every little thing or whatever though, or constantly trying to go at the very people that's trying to help or whatever though. And it's like, but you still have to go at it. It can get to the point. It can get to the point where you'd be like, man, fuck you motherfuckers then. But then you can't. Mm-hmm. And that's what probably sucks the most. Because I really want to be a nigga sometimes. Bro, I was about to DM this bitch. I was about to DM this bitch on Twitter. Like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Why are you writing shit like this? Are you serious? Fucking cunt. Bro, and y'all know I don't use that. I don't like to use the word bitch a lot. But sometimes it's appropriate, Chuck. Sometimes it's appropriate. Yeah, I'm saying, like, when I use it, bro.
And don't get it twisted. Bitch go for both genders.
Definitely.
Don't get it twisted. It ain't all brash women. It's some nigga bitches too.
Yeah, man. 100% fact.
What did Jay-Z not a bitch in the sense of having a pussy, but the pussy having no goddamn sense?
Facts. I love my sisters. I don't love no bitch.
Yeah, bro. So that was it, man. I had to get it out. I just couldn't believe it, man. And like I said, it was a pretty lengthy article. Like, she went all the fuck out to try and discredit Dr. Sadie.
A man who's passed away passed away, by the way, right?
Yeah, but that's what pisses me off even more, man. And we talked about it on the Gayle King episode. Like, you bring this up now? He passed away. Like, what's the point?
Sure.
Like, what's the?
It's because we gonna get we can. But Chuck, it's funny that you mentioned about something happening later on, way down the line, or after somebody passed or whatever. Though, and this is not due to death, obviously, but Spike Lee and Bill Cosby. I guess somebody had wrote about that. A Different World had that. I think School Days had borrowed from A Different World. You know what I'm saying? There was concept or whatever, though, the movie or whatever, though. And then Kadeem Hardison, to his credit, who was actually in both School Days and A Different World, said no, A Different World had actually borrowed from School Days. Very businesslike, highly professional. Didn't throw no slander or anything like that. Well, our dear coon, our dear brother, Spike Lee, who obviously cares more about Knicks games than who cares more about Knicks than niggas.
Wow.
He had to go ahead and chime in and say, yeah, man, but Bill Cosby jacked me in my idea, whatever, though, by saying though in doing Different World, which came after School Days or whatever, though. Now, one, Kadeem Hardison already eloquently said it, and it wasn't throwing no slander at Bill Cosby. It was just like, this inspired this. All right, cool. That's a big up for you, Spike. You know what I'm saying? That Bill Cosby was like, you know what I'm saying? That was one. Two, what really caught me was I knew before then, and knew at a relatively young age, a teenager, that Bill Cosby was one of the major contributors financially to the movie Malcolm X, which he couldn't get Hollywood to go ahead and finance. Bill did that, along with a few others. I think even Oprah, to her credit. And I don't give much credit to Oprah, though, but to her. And then three, now all of a sudden, that he's in jail, that he's 80-something years old, that he's now being ostracized. And what they do to black men. Spike. This ain't like this no young dude or whatever, though. Spike, knowing what you've had to go through in the industry, know what they do to black men, though, especially high-profile black men. And this is what you do to go out and try to go ahead and just throw more salt. So it really rubbed me the fucking wrong way in seeing that, though. You know what I'm saying? I had no problem if he'd have just been like, if he just went to Kadeem Hardison joint and put a thumbs up or whatever, though, just been like, yeah, or just said something sarcastic like, yeah, or something, but for him to go and say he jacked me, how that's gonna come off.
Yeah.
So I kind of just want y'all thoughts, like just how y'all kind of feel about the whole situation or whatever, though. You know what I'm saying?
Well, shit, you know how you feel, and I agree. I mean, like, it's corny, man. Like, it is this. You know what it is. Hollywood folks, all these. It's just because your skin is black. What that mean?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, it just money is the root. Fame is a hell of a drug, and it's just like, in order to keep doing in order to keep having that fame, you got to do shit, and he doing it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And it's fucked up because it's like, damn, Spike,
right?
Oh, Spike, nigga, you didn't do the right thing, fam. What you mean? Ain't no brothers on the wall, Sal.
But he did not. Dude, he did not do the right thing.
You're right. But that's facts. So I mean, I agree with you, man. It's all the optics is. He was more like what was the last movie? He's more like that. What's it called? Black KKK Klansman. Yeah. Oh, that shit. I know what you're talking about. Damn, I just want to say, Savon, go to the cupboard. Nigga, nasty. It's all nasty. It's all nasty.
Yeah, man, I really like. It was like, wow, dude. Like, and it wasn't like, Bill Cosby ever said anything like he didn't get from him, or like Kadeem Hardison's already saying yes, no doubt. Yeah, it's like, so what? Isn't the point is to influence, to keep the shit going? Right. The whole point is, yo, because you threw out some shit about a black HBU, cool, and then Bill Cosby continued it and made it dope for people to go to college. He made it look dope for black kids to go to college, fam. Right.
Why is it not cool to continue that shit? You want to look at it like that's nasty.
And if I'm not mistaken, it wasn't like, okay, Bill